What's up, guys? This is Roman Fritz here, along with John Jewett. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Lift Factory, the only hardcore gym left in Las Vegas. It's an awesome gym in there. We just talked to the owners, and you can really see they put a lot of effort into putting the gym together, picking different equipment, and it just caters to bodybuilding and hardcore training like no other place. It's very well maintained, and I wish I could have a gym like this at home. Make this my everyday gym. What do you say to the gym?
Yeah, no, the gym was great. Equipment's really nice. It's hard to find these in cities now. Usually it's like the Globo gyms kind of taking over, so it's always fortunate to come to new cities and actually still have something like this around. Fortunately in San Antonio, like I have the Muscle Factory, which is kind of like this, so I'm blessed to be able to train like something like that. But it's 2017 Olympia weekend, first time out for me, so it's both so far been a great experience. Today we did chest and biceps, and so starting with an incline press. That's at least normal for me to start with the incline press, just because upper chest is usually always a weaker point for most guys, so I try to start with the weaker body part. And we decided to work up to like a hard set of 20 reps, and then Roman had the idea for the continuing sets. I'll tell him what we did from there.
So we just worked, like you said, we worked up in weight, and what you got to realize is you always have to train according to your situation, let's call it, or to the circumstances you're in. I've been traveling from Germany. I just landed yesterday, so I'm still might be a little dehydrated because I haven't like got the fluid in like normally and got the food in like normally. So I might be a little bit, I don't want to say down, but it's not optimal. He just pulled his chest, he said 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So that's when you have to make adjustments. You're not going to go in the gym and be stupid about it or have your ego take over. So we started out with an incline press machine. I like that too. Normally would do something like that. Incline's always good first, like you said. And then we did sets of 20. Basically, we ended up doing 5 sets of 20, but picking a weight that wouldn't allow us to do 20 in the first shot. So we mixed up the rest pause principle and drop sets. And that was basically it. We did 5 sets. The first 3 sets were 20, and then we got a little crazy and did sets of 30. Yeah.
And training with Roman for the first time, I think one thing that's similarity between us though is that we train all out. We take a set completely till failure. So we say we're going to hit 20, but as the sets go on, the reps will drop down just because of accumulating fatigue. And so the rest pause allows us to get back up to that 20 mark that we're shooting for.
So that was the first exercise. Then we did floor presses with dumbbells. Actually, I like floor presses because it's easier on the shoulder. Because sometimes when I do dumbbell presses and I go down too fast or too far, kind of aggravates my bicep tendon, I guess, right? So on the floor presses, the floor prevents that from happening, and I still get just as good feel in the chest. So I like those. Actually, I think better than the regular press off the bench. We just did 5 straight sets there because you can't really spot in this position. So just 5 straight sets there, 6 to 10 reps.
Just before coming over here, Roman and I were talking about pec injuries, and it always seems like on flat pressing movements, a lot of guys tear pecs, especially on flat barbell bench. Yep. So we don't even do that anymore, but at least for the flat dumbbell press, that eccentric to concentric movement without the floor kind of stopping you in a normal press, it puts a lot of tension in that transition point from down to up. to where you're more liable to injure yourself in that. So the floor press is kind of nice. Come down and pause. It makes this form really strict.
Yep.
And then coming up and pressing. And I like it because I really feel a good peak tension at the top of the movement, which it's hard. I have a hard time feeling that in a normal full range of motion dumbbell press. So from an injury perspective and coming off pulling my pec, I think it was a great choice for a second exercise to do.
So, and then we finished off with a superset of cable crossovers and the bench press machine. That was just, it went back and forth 5 times. We didn't even, so it was like a fluent, exchange of sets. So when I did cable crossovers, he did the chest press and so on.
I like the combo because we're both doing, a motion like from kind of mid, lower chest, and pre-fatiguing. We start with the cable flies, which kind of pre-fatigues your chest before going into the machine flat press. So you don't have, you're not fatiguing your triceps in the press.
Yeah.
You don't work your chest fully, then go to the flies. It's the other way around. So just off those 4 movements, and we killed it. I mean, it was done. It was plenty for chest just doing that.
Then we went into biceps, only 2 movements. I like starting out with a machine or a cable because of the constant tension and the isolation. So we did a preacher curl machine that felt pretty good. And what he came up with was we just went to failure on full reps and then did 10 partials out of the bottom on every set. We did 5 sets there. Then we finished off with, I think it's called body curls. With we used the plate for that.
They kind of have like a thicker 45 plate. It's kind of a little bit wider plate, which the grip, it makes your grip work a little harder. But Roman had the idea, but the position you're in, it's basically a hammer curl position. Rick, really worked the brachialis because I felt, going back and forth like how we were doing, creates a lot of metabolic stress. I mean, my biceps were on fire doing it, so it was a great way to finish off.
And it doesn't waste time,
Yeah.
I did a set, handed him the plate, he did a set, he handed me the plate back, and that was it, 5 times back and forth. That finished off, like you said, brachialis and a little bit of forearms, and that was that. And now we're hungry, and we're gonna go eat.
Feed. So this Roman Fritz, John Jewett, 2017 Olympia weekend. Just got done at the Lift Factory. Talk to y'all later.